All right, so this week we're working on finding the vertex of a parabola, and today we're going to learn what the vertex is and how we find the vertex if it's in standard form and how to find the vertex if it's in vertex form. So to start with, what is the vertex? So the vertex of a parabola is the point where the parabola crosses its axis of symmetry. So parabolas are symmetrical, and the vertex is like the top or the bottom, basically, because parabolas either go up like a U or upside down like an arch. So this first one here is upside down, is facing upright like a U, and the vertex is right there. So it was kind of coming down towards the x-axis, and then it turned around and is going back up. And so that point right there at the bottom is the vertex. When your parabola is shaped like a U, the vertex is your minimum value. The other option is where the vertex is upside down like an arch, and in that case, the vertex is the top of the parabola. How do we find the vertex? So the first option for finding our vertex is if our equation is in standard form. So standard form of an equation is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And this isn't the most useful form. It does tell you some kind of nice things. For example, when it's in vertex form, the c value out here, that tells you where it crosses your y-axis. It's your y-intercept. But otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of standard form. But you got to learn how to use it. So the x value of your vertex is at the opposite of b over 2 times a. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your x value, right? You're going to find your x value. Then you're going to plug it back into the equation and solve for y. And then when you're all done, you're going to make sure you write your answer as an ordered pair because the vertex is a point. So you have to write your answer as an ordered pair. So I did an example for you guys that I'm going to talk you through. Okay, so we have this equation, y equals 3x squared plus 12x minus 12. So our a value is right here, is the 3, and our b value is 12, and our c value is negative 12. So if we were to graph this parabola, I can tell you that it's going to cross my y-axis at negative 12 out there because that c value is my y-intercept. So now, in order to find my x value of my vertex, I need to plug the values into my equation. So opposite of b is negative 12, so I plugged that in right there, negative 12. And then it's 2 times a, so 2 times 3. And then we just do order of operations and simplify. So negative 12 over 6, and then you divide, and you're going to get negative 2. So x is negative 2. So the x value of my vertex in this one is negative 2. Now we're going to plug that x value in everywhere x appears in my equation. So for right there. And then we do order of operations. When you square a negative number, it becomes a positive. So if you look over here at my work that I've done, negative 2 squared gave me positive 4. That's a really common mistake people make is they drop that negative. So pay attention to your signs. When you've completed all of your order of operations stuff, you're going to get that y is equal to negative 24. And then you write it as an ordered pair, and you're going to get negative 2 comma negative 24. All right, you're going to like vertex form. Finding the equation in vertex form. Vertex form of a parabola is y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. And our vertex, this is really cool, you're going to like this, our vertex is at h, comma, k. So you literally just look at the equation and you write it down. The thing that trips a lot of people up is the h value on the inside of those parentheses. You actually have to change your sign when you're writing it into finding your vertex. So find the vertex of y equals 1/2 times the quantity x minus 3 squared plus 2. So I'm going to change the sign. So it was a negative 3. When I find the vertex, it's a positive 3. and then my k value is 2, so my vertex is at 3, 2. My other example I wrote for you is y equals 2 times the quantity x plus 3 squared plus 1. Again, you got to pay attention to those signs. So this one was a positive. We're going to change it. It's going to become a negative. And then positive 1 out here. And so my vertex is at negative 3, 1. I did another video with some example problems. Feel free to watch that while you're doing your work. If it's still confusing to you, don't hesitate to email me and ask me for help. Hope you guys are doing well.